All right, it's 6:14 right now. All right, the hoopla may not have been as big as it has been in years past, but still people were very excited about the release of the iPhone 7.
I think there was a lot of anticipation, though, right?
And there were also a lot of leaks.
Oh, of course.
So, you know, whereas in the past where Apple was so tight-lipped
so
and
secretive.
very secretive, and they clamped down on everything, you really didn't know what you were going to get, so there was a buildup of excitement. People knew what was coming.
Yeah, I think people really did, but in case you guys didn't, here was what the big reveal was yesterday. The new phones have faster processing, they're water and dust resistant, and this is what some people are upset about, no headphone port. Now, a lightning port will now power your phone and headphones. Instead of headphones, you can use AirPods sold separately or an adapter that the phone will come with, so you can use your regular headphones. Now, the battery life will be longer. I'm really excited about that. Stereo system will be louder. Good news, too. The Plus version will have dual cameras, but both versions will get an upgrade with the camera. Now, the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus will be available starting September 18th. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy one, but I think a lot of people, you know, I think a lot of people are.
Marla?
I don't think so.
What do you have?
I have, what do I have? I think it's the 6, right? 6 Plus. No, the 6 Plus is the bigger one.
Yeah, that's the bigger one.
It's like a trick question.
So you have the regular 6.
Yeah, I have the regular 6.
You actually are due for an upgrade.
I am.
And what do you have, Zohreen?
I have the iPhone 6, but you guys, there was another surprise yesterday. I don't think people saw this one coming. Take a listen.
Who's your favorite band? I love One Republic.
This world could give. I have so many places, the things that I did.
I cannot see Steve Jobs ever doing that, but Late Show host James Corden drove Apple CEO Tim Cook to the launch event, Cook participating in a bit of carpool karaoke along the way, and they sang a One Republic song, and you guys, Pharrell even joined them for part of the ride. So fun!
That was very clever.
Well, you know what? So actually, they have the rights to the Late Show now, and so they're going to be streaming that on Apple Music as well. So it was kind of a tie-in. It was a promotional tool, but also a way for them to have a little fun.
And I know a lot of people are upset that the headphone jack is gone from the iPhone, but I think that I think though you may see other phone makers following suit with that. And interestingly enough, you know, Apple bought Beats for $3 billion, and that's going to help that industry. You know, so it's
absolutely. But for everything they're taking out, they are adding. We didn't talk about Super Mario Brothers. So soon you can now play Super Mario Brothers on your iPhone 2. For so long, this company had held out, but now with Pokemon Go and Candy Crush and all these other games you can play on your iPhone, they finally gave in. So
we're all going to become kids again.
Well,
yeah. And
that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not at all. Young at heart. The AirPods, $159. Yeah, that's how much it's going to cost. It's expensive.
People will get used to it.
Oh yeah, they'll pay it. No question. Yeah.
All right, Zohreen, thanks so much.
Thank you, Zohreen.
A couple of minutes. 7:16 right now. Zohreen, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so Roxy, I know you have a fear of some birds. Do you have a fear of heights?
I could say
all birds. Yeah.
If she's up high and a bird flies by, it's a mess.
Forget about it.
Okay, fear of heights?
I think so. I get a little queasy.
Okay, you might get queasy looking at this photo. So the downtown Wilshire Grand became the tallest building in Los Angeles this weekend when the nearly 300-foot steel spire was lifted into space atop the building. Take a look at this photo. Soon after, this photo was taken by photographer Gary Leonard. Now, it's of 4 construction workers on top of the building. Steve and Roxy, we're so used to looking up at buildings because, hey, that's what we're used to doing. But I think the reason why this photo has gone so viral is because we're looking down on it such an unusual angle.
I think it's 3 guys standing at the top of the world on a little piece of metal. That's why we're looking at it.
It looks so cool. Okay, so now that you've seen that last photo, let's take a look at some other images you probably haven't seen. Gary took a few of these as well, all through his GoPro camera. And also, you know, that spire was put on top of the building this weekend as well. Some really incredible images there. Roxy, I don't think we'll see you at the top of that building anytime soon. Apparently it's going to have...
I love how casual they
just
look so relaxed. Yeah.
So the deck is supposed to have an observation deck. The rooftop's supposed to have an observation deck, a swimming pool as well. And the spire I was telling you about, that's going to be used to celebrate special occasions. So during the holidays, you know, some holiday colors, Dodgers blue, maybe if they win. So that's going to be really fun to see. It's going to open March of 2017. So look forward to that.
Tallest building west of the Mississippi.
Figueroa
Thank you so
Street
much.
in Wilshire. Yeah.
Thank you, Zohreen.
This is a multi-million-dollar industry many of us know very little about.
So Zohreen's here to fill us in.
Yeah, so you'll tell us, right?
Okay, so Stephen and Roxanne, when we think of video game players, some of us, we have a certain stereotype, right? You think
Nerds.
of maybe not so positive things. So I had such a great time hanging out with some of these top players last week. You guys remember I was at the Forum in Inglewood at that Call of Duty competition. So here's what happens behind the scenes. Take a look.
Bang.
They train like athletes, lifting, running, and stretching.
We actually were outside training alongside some of the people who were training for the combine for, college and going into the, the NBA draft and stuff like that.
But it's what these men are training for at a special academy in Florida that might surprise you. It's to compete playing video games.
You really just gotta practice a lot. You also want to keep your body healthy, your mind strong, because it's literally all mind, like reaction time with your hands.
For these Call of Duty teams named FaZe and Luminosity, players need to be at the top of their physical game to be the top of their virtual game.
Every day was like an 8-hour training regimen. We had little breaks in between. We had 2 hours of working out right in the morning to get your day going.
One big adjustment, forget fast food.
If I'm cooking at home, I like to cook rice and chicken. I'm not really good with anything else, so I make that. And then in the mornings, I like to eat Greek yogurt.
This stereotype is of gamers playing marathon sessions long into the night in their parents' basement. But most of these esport athletes, many with hundreds of thousands of social media followers, have strict schedules.
You need to make sure you're getting enough sleep every night, 8 hours a night at appropriate times, because when you come to tournaments like this and you have a messed up sleep schedule where you're going to sleep at 4 a.m., waking up at 4 p.m., it doesn't work out.
It's a sacrifice that comes with rewards. If you win or have sponsors, you can make serious money.
And I'd say maybe 30 to 40 grand from the lower end, all the way up until 200, 300 grand for the top end.
At the Call of Duty World Championship last weekend at the Forum in Inglewood, thousands bought tickets to watch teams compete for $2 million. And even if they don't win, there's value in getting recognized for doing something they love.
I walk outside in public sometimes, and I'll get stopped randomly. I went with my mom. It happened to me one time, and she just started crying. Okay, so speaking of getting recognized, some of the people who pay attention to them, these guys are major athletes. Michael Phelps was there on Friday. So many NBA athletes. I find this so fascinating.
I would never have envisioned those guys to be gamers.
Right? I think it goes to show, if you want to be at the top of your field in anything, whether it's anchoring or playing video games, you have to eat well, you have to sleep, which I'm still working on. You have to diet, all those
It's the same
things.
thing. Well, this is the same thing here. You got to eat well. You got to
No donuts, right?
Meanwhile, you took away all the donuts.
Because I know you.
Yeah.
I know you. I know you.
Thank you, Zohreen. That was interesting.
All right, thank you. I'm just thinking, what's worse, if they weren't able to speak to her?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
There's no good outcome in it.
Good morning, Zohreen.
Good morning, guys. Morning, Roxy and Steve. So, you guys haven't seen this video yet.
No.
It is so good, and I am really glad you haven't because I can actually see your reaction while you see it. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, he recreated a famous scene from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It is the end of the famous bar scene, incredibly spot on. Take a look for yourself. Okay, so one reason why this might be grabbing so much attention is because the son isn't the one he had with Maria Shriver. This is the secret love child, Joseph Baena. He's the son of Schwarzenegger's former housekeeper. He was kept a secret for 14 years. Now, Roxy and Steve, Patrick, the son Arnold had with Maria, has also followed in his dad's footsteps with some acting roles. So many people on social media saying how similar Joseph looks to his dad.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, the whole clip is 2 minutes long. I have not heard him speak during the whole 2 minutes.
Does he say, I will be back?
I'm dying to hear what he sounds like.
Okay.
Something tells me it's not similar.
Only Arnold sounds like Arnold. Right. Thank you, Zohreen.
Hey, Zohreen. Free tacos outside.
I love free food.
Free food,
Yeah.
okay.
Danny Trejo's here.
Danny is with us, healthy.